Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Thursday. If you're watching this live, I am Michael Head, and I am so glad that you decided to tune in today. Man, if this is your first time here, I just want to say welcome. I'm glad that you're here. And today, man, I've got some good stuff to talk about. You know, it's been a minute since I have done this just kind of solo. And I know you've missed me. That's what the people are saying. That's what I'm hearing amongst the crowds is that, man, we just need, a little bit of just Michael. And so here I am. I'm glad to be with you guys today. If you're watching this and you have any questions, like you have a question that you would like to ask, man, please let me know. Put it in the comments and let me know where you're watching from. Like where y'all tuning in from. I've got people from Texas, people from Tennessee, people from Florida, people from all over the place. Where in the world are you watching from? Let me know who's on here. I want to shout you out and say hello. If you're watching on Facebook, what's up? Good morning to you. Glad you're here. I would love it if you would just say who you are, who's here today, who is on this feed right now as you are watching this live. It is 9:32 in the morning, and man, it's a good day. I hope you're having a good day. This morning, man, I woke up and I was just not feeling it. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you're just not feeling it. Like you're like, man, today I'm just not feeling it. And for me, what that meant was I really didn't want to work out. Like I didn't want to do this run. And today's run was a hard one. And I got done about 20 minutes ago. So that's why I have this little glow to my face. And so yeah, I didn't want to do it today. I didn't want to do it. And if you're watching this, good to see you, Matt Gresh. Man, good to see you, bro. F.I. Chick, good to see you. Aaron White 326. How you doing? This is awesome. Go ahead and let me know who's watching. Put in here, man. My name is whatever, and you're here because I would love to shout you out and say hello to my people. Hello, Curb JD1. My man, good to see you, buddy. Excited about what we're going to talk about today. So a few things. What's up, digital content creator? My man, he is the man. Just so y'all know, digital content creator 15. He is a beast. Denzel EM, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. If you guys have any questions, or even this, if you are interested in doing hey, Emmeline, good to see you. Denzel, good to see you on Instagram. If you're like, man, I really don't know what Michael does, but I know that he is a life coach, and you're interested in being coached by me for free. Check this out, for free. Typically it's not free. And you would like to do it live, like you would like a coaching session by me live, please let me know. Put that in the, send me a message, and I would love to set that up so that we could do a live coaching session with you. It'll be on a Thursday morning. And man, I love it. I would love it. And that is free. That is about a $700 deal that you'll be getting with a free coaching session just right here live. So let me know if you're interested in that. If you're interested in a coaching session, come on, let me know. Also, if you're watching this, put in the comments, say, hey, my name is blank and I'm watching from wherever. Let me know. Let me know who it is. Ashish and Blessy, good to see you. Well, let's get rolling with today. Today, I am man, I want to talk about something that is I believe a lot of people are dealing with. And you may not even know that you're dealing with it because it's so common. Like this is such a common thing that we deal with, and that is a limiting belief. And a limiting belief, man, what is a limiting belief? Really, it is something that you constantly are thinking about, and it kind of I don't say constantly. It's something that is happening in your mind, and sometimes subconsciously, so much so it makes you not do certain things. I mean, that sucks. Like having something that is limiting you from all the things that you want to do, from who you want to be, that is a limiting belief. And today, what I want to do is I want to help you identify that limiting belief, and I want to help you with some tips and some things to hopefully start to overcome what that limiting belief is. So first thing we need to do is to name your limiting belief. So what is your limiting belief? And if you would like to work on this with me as I'm going, I've actually got a worksheet that I have made just for you. It's free and it's in the description. If you're watching on Facebook, you can grab that on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube page, it is free. It's right there. It is a limiting beliefs decoder. And I would love for you to grab that so that you can kind of go through this with me. It'll truly help you to be able to find out what your limiting belief is. Here, I'll put this link out there, and you guys can grab it all over the place. So here it comes, the link. Boom. There it comes. Here it comes here on the gram. Good to see you, Craftsman Podcast, my man. Let's see here. Trev 10, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So Kay Kraus, good to see you, girl. So here we go. I just put a link out there. You can grab that link and you can kind of do the what's up, man? The Craftsman Podcast, Kay Kraus, my people. You guys are awesome. Watching on the gram. I wish y'all would be watching on the YouTubes, but I understand. Y'all a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? Y'all a little bit older. Y'all in Texas too. Craftsman Podcast and Kay Kraus. You got Cypress or wherever, the Woodlands, and you've got Bryan College Station. Whoop. So there you go. There you guys go. You need to get on the YouTube. Oh my goodness, my man. Anyways, here we go. Today we're going to talk about identifying your limiting belief and then what you can do to hopefully to overcome that limiting belief. So the first thing, the way to identify it is this. I want you to work backwards. How to identify your limiting belief. I want you to work backwards from all of your actions. Think of all of your goals and think about the things that you need to do to make those goals a reality. Okay. For example, let's say that you want to be healthy. Let's say that is, man, a goal of yours. I want to be healthy. And to be healthy, you need to exercise. You need to eat right. You need to do those sorts of things to be healthy. And you're thinking, man, I don't have enough time. You're thinking, I don't know how. Then you're thinking, man, I'm just lazy. So those thoughts go in your mind. And then some people stop right there and say, that's my limiting belief. I am lazy. And I will tell you, that's not your limiting belief. You might be lazy, but that is not the limiting belief. So what you want to do to find out that limiting belief is, because you can hang out there, well, I'm just lazy, or I don't have enough time. Again, I'm using the example of exercise, but there may be other areas that this will play in your life. And so go underneath, I'm lazy, I don't know what to do, I don't have enough time. Here's what's underneath that. I don't deserve it, or I'm not good enough to be healthy, or I'm not lovable, or I'm not worthy. You see what just happened there. So again, we are identifying our limiting belief. And what happens is we usually just go one level down. Like, man, I'm lazy, I don't know what to do, I'm not sure how to do it, I'm never going to do this. But really what's under that is the true belief that you are working with in your body is, man, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough to be healthy, I don't deserve it. And those things hit you. And if that's you, I would just like you to say, man, that's me. Put that in the comment. And maybe it's not about being healthy. Maybe it's about a job that you really want to get. Maybe it's about a career that you're wanting to go after. Maybe it's about a relationship that you want to have. Maybe it's about a relationship that you're in and you need to get out of. Maybe it could be so many different things that our limiting beliefs are limiting us from living our life. And so right now, I want you to write down that limiting belief. Write it down. And then what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself, what does that limiting belief cost me? So you have the limiting belief, and then I want you to think, what in the world does that limiting belief cost me? Think about this. What does it cost you in the past? What has it cost you in the past? I don't know what that is for you. You know, a limiting belief for me has been fear. Like, I was very fearful. And then underneath that, why did I have the fear of certain things? It's because of the terror that was put into me as a child. And so I thought, I'm always going to be fearful, and so I need to stay comfortable. That was a limiting belief for a very long time in my life. And what did it cost me in the past? I would say it cost me relationships. I would say in both ways. In both, I hurt people in relationships. People hurt me. I was in some stupid relationships, and vice versa. So in the past, what has that limiting belief cost you? For me also, it cost me staying comfortable too long in certain places, which ended up me getting hurt. Again, that limiting belief of, I'm supposed to be comfortable, because if I get uncomfortable, someone's going to hurt me. So protect. That was a limiting belief. Again, ask yourself this about the limiting belief that you wrote down. In the future, what is it going to cost me? If you continue with that limiting belief, what is it going to cost you? If you continue that into the future, what is that limiting belief going to cost you? And really, it could cost you a lot. Again, going down into the going down back to where we were with the example. And again, you can grab this sheet at nextstepcoach.org/decode. You can grab it right there. And I want to encourage you to do that. Again, that's nextstepcoach.org/decoder. Go ahead and grab this sheet. I'm going through the sheet, and you can go through it with me. Exactly. So in the future, what is it going to cost you? Again, if you have an idea that you want to be healthy, as an example, idea that, man, you really you have that goal, or whatever that goal is for you. So again, how do we identify it? Name the goal. What is the goal? How are you going to get there? And then, why aren't you doing it? You may be saying, man, I want to be healthy. Why am I not healthy? Because I don't know how, or because I'm lazy. But you need to go beyond that. And the limiting belief is, you may really think you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be healthy. And what is that going to cost you what does that cost you in the past? Probably a lot. What does that cost you in the future? It could cost you a lot. It could cost you your life, because the limiting belief of, I don't deserve to be healthy, I don't deserve this, I'm unlovable, all those limiting beliefs that come in, it's going to cost you. It could cost you your life and your health in the future. So again, we're writing down our limiting belief. What does it cost you in the past? What does it cost you in the future? And then the next one is, what is it going to cost you in the present? Like right now, what is that limiting belief cost you right now? Again, for me, a limiting belief was that if I can stay comfortable, nobody's going to hurt me. So that was a comfort. And what I have learned is that now in my present, being uncomfortable is actually a way that I can grow. It's a way that I have grown who I am. It's I've gotten uncomfortable in following the Lord and what He's asking me to do, and that limiting belief. And because of that, I've been able to fight through that limiting belief. And the same is true for you. The same is true for you. And so and why do we have these limiting beliefs? You may be asking yourself, man, why do I have this? And I really can't answer that question, but I would love to meet with you if that's something that you're like, man, I don't know how to move on past this limiting belief. That's something that I do in my life coaching practice. I actually help people, and we identify the limiting belief together. And then we identify how it is actually hurting you. And then what we do is we find ways that we can change that automatic belief in your life. And I would love to work with you. Or if you want to refer somebody to me, I would love to meet with them. They can go to nextstepcoach.org and they can fill out that application and see if we could work together. And I would encourage you to apply to do that. Because what happens with our limiting beliefs is this: it is a habit. And what do we do with habits? We keep doing them, those different habits. And the neat thing is that you can change this automation that your brain keeps replaying. You see, your brain keeps telling you that the limiting belief is true, that you are this limiting belief. Your brain just tells you that. And you don't have a bad brain. You just have a brain. And the brain tells you, yeah, you know what? This is the limiting belief. And so your brain gets used to it, which means that's a habit. Which means what else is really cool with that? You can change that belief. And so how do you change that limiting belief? And this is the gold for today. How can you change the limiting belief? Once you recognize it, you're going to recognize it so much more than you typically have in the past. It's just like this. When you think, man, I'm going to buy I don't know. Like I would really, truly, for me, I would love, and if you want to buy me this, that'd be awesome. But I would love to have a yellow Jeep Wrangler. That would be awesome. I would love to have a yellow Jeep Wrangler and the roof things come off and all the stuff. That would be incredible. And so what's going to happen today? Here's what's going to happen. I just said I would like those. They're really cool. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to see a yellow Jeep Wrangler out on the road today. I am. And you might too. And if you do, let me know. Hey, I saw the yellow Jeep Wrangler. Hey, also, if you're watching this, I would love to know where you're watching from. You just say hello in the comments. That would be really cool. I see a lot of you on here, but I don't see many people talking to me or liking the video. If you could like the video on YouTube and you could subscribe, that would be awesome, because I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. How crazy is that? That is like incredible. That was my goal was to hit that in August. And so really, really, really cool. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, just say hello. Give me some thumbs up. However you do that, that would be really cool. So you see this yellow Jeep and you're like, why do you see the yellow Jeep? Is because you're thinking of yellow Jeeps, or you're thinking of red trucks, or you're thinking of Chick-fil-A's. They're everywhere. I see a Chick-fil-A. I want Chick-fil-A. Bam, there's a Chick-fil-A. So you see that you're starting to recognize those things. The same is true with limiting beliefs. When you identify the limiting belief, then you start to recognize it a lot more, and then it starts to lose its power. And hello, Aaron White. Good to see you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate that big time. And so how do we change it? Let's go back to the example that I said in the beginning of this video of you want to be healthy. You want to be healthy. And the limiting belief that came underneath that was, I don't deserve to be healthy. I don't, no one's gonna, it doesn't matter. I'm not lovable. I'm being healthy is just, I don't deserve it. And that's that limiting belief. Well, here's what happens when you recognize that limiting belief. So you know that about yourself now. You've written it down like pencil and paper, not like you remember it in your brain, like you literally write it down, the limiting belief. And then, so again, example of being healthy. When you open the fridge, right? You go to the fridge, like you're laying in bed and you were like, man, it was a great day. And then all of a sudden you get hungry. Like it's 11:30 at night and you're like, I'm starving. and if that's you, I mean, I get it. Okay, we all get it. And so what do? We sneak out of bed and we go over to the fridge and we open it up and the light from the fridge just glows on our face and we're looking in the fridge. And here's what you can do right now to change the limiting belief of the example of being healthy. Here's what you can do. You've already recognized it. And you can say, when you open the fridge, I'm getting healthier every day. I'm getting healthier every day. And then what's going to happen is you actually grab the healthy thing versus the unhealthy thing. And that is true in other areas of your life. If it's, we're talking about being healthy. How about a relationship? Like maybe you feel like, man, you've been single for a long time and you're like, man, I am wanting to date somebody. And you're just like, you have all the things, all the excuses, but really those aren't excuses. Those are just coming from a limiting belief that you just feel like you're not attractive. You feel like no one's going to care about you. You feel like all these things that come up. Well, here's what you can do to change that is, number one, you recognize the limiting belief. And then you say, you know what? I am lovable. You know what? I am attractive. You know what? There is somebody out there that's going to think that. And that's in all areas of your life. That's so many different areas. Maybe you're in there's so many different areas. So what is your limiting belief? How do you change it? Go back to the health one. You open the fridge, you think, man, you know what? I'm making changes every day to be healthy. And you grab the healthy thing. Because if you're laying in bed and you get hungry and then you go to the fridge and you think to yourself, I'm just a fat slob, then you're going to grab everything unhealthy. And all you're doing is you're feeding that belief. The same is true in every other areas. If you think and agree with the limiting belief, then you're going to act on that, which is feeding the beast of the limiting belief. And so, again, to change the limiting belief, we've got to change the habit. You got to change the habit. You got to change what you're saying. You got to change what you're thinking. And it sounds like a lot of work, but really it's just, first off, recognizing it. And a lot of people aren't wanting to do the work to write it down. I mean, that is so simple. You can pay me a couple $1,000s to help you with this, or you can do this for free on your own right now. You can identify your limiting belief. And then you can say, man, what is it going to cost me? What has this cost me in the past? What is this going to cost me in the present? And what will this cost me in the future? And you're recognizing it. And then you start changing the habit that limiting belief is playing in your mind. Again, you can get this free. I've got a free decoder for you, a free, man, it's awesome. And you can go exactly what I'm going through with this sheet, the decoder sheet, to find your limiting belief. You can go to nextstepcoach.org/decoder. So let's stop feeding that limiting belief. Now I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about, and if you struggle with anxiety and you're watching this live feed, man, I would love for you to just say, man, I struggle. I really struggle with anxiety. I struggle with anxiety. And that's, I do. I'll just tell you right now, I struggle with anxiety. Anxiety is something that, man, it creeps up quite a bit in my life. And I've got some tools that I want to share with you guys about how you can actually overcome anxiety. So how do you overcome anxiety? Anxiety, man, it creeps up. You feel it coming up in your body. You feel like, man, I'm just, you just know when it's there. It stresses you out. It makes you feel like junk. It's all the things. So how in the world can you deal with some anxiety? I want to give you this tip, and it's called an anchor thought. An anchor thought. It's an extremely powerful way to help you out when you start feeling anxious. This anchor thought. And what is an anchor thought? It is any thought that makes you happy. That's an anchor thought. It's going to ground you. It's going to bring you back. It's going to take you from here, the anxiety, to down here. It is a predetermined plan. And it's where you're going to take a picture. You're going to picture it in your head when you start to feel the anxiety. It's a predetermined picture. It's a predetermined plan. So when the anxiety hits, you're already prepared. And that's a big deal. You got to be prepared when you go into situations that you know the anxiety is going to come up, because you deserve to live a life of freedom. You don't deserve to live a life of just being constantly anxious and tore up and all. It's awful. It's awful. I've lived it. I've lived in that life. And I want you to know you can live a life free of anxiety. And so one of those ways is with this anchor thought. And so it's going to help you before you enter any situation that may be causing you anxiety. For example, when you wake up, you're like, oh, I got to go about my day. I have this conflict in my house. I have all these things and I need to do the laundry. I need to do all this stuff. And it just creates this anxiety in you. And you're like, or, today you have this meeting with your boss and that is creating crazy anxiety in you. And you're like, I don't want to deal with it. Or maybe it's getting on a plane. Maybe that is something that creates crazy anxiety in your life. Or maybe, it's for me, it's, going to large groups, like being in large groups, large amounts of people in one place, that can create a lot of anxiety for me just thinking about it. I think also for me, something that can cause anxiety for me is when I know that, and this used to cripple me. I'm so much better with it now, but it used to cripple me. And so much so that my wife and I would never go on dates with other couples for years, probably 9 years. I mean, we did, but it was very hard for me. She'd always say, hey babe, let's, want to go to dinner with these people. And I would just, my anxiety would get so high and I'm like, and just thinking about it, and I'm like, man, I don't, I'd make up some excuse of why I didn't want to do it. Now we go to dinner with people all the time and it's awesome, but there's still times it creeps in. And so how do I handle these things is with an anchor thought. It's with an anchor thought. And I want you to think about right now, what is a moment for you that creates a very high anxiety in your life? Like what is that? Like you're thinking about it right now. And it's even probably giving you some anxiety as you think about it. And so here's what you can do. So for example, for me, I'm about to go to a conference in Vegas. I'm very excited about it. It is with other YouTube people. It's people who have started their own business. I am fired up about doing this in just a few weeks. Well, here's something that is giving me a little bit of anxiety with this. Number one, it's going to be a large conference with a lot of people. All right. Now, I've done it before. I can do it again. But not just that. Actually, the major part that is going to be different for me is I'm going to be going without Lucy, who is my service dog, which creates anxiety in me because typically Lucy, who is my service dog, travels everywhere with me. She's been all over the place with me. She gets on the plane, all the things. Well, Lucy is hurt. She's got a messed up disc and she is on bed rest, if you will, for the next month. By the time this is being made, this is April 2024, and she has to do pretty much nothing until May 2024. And so this conference is in the middle of April, and I can't bring Lucy because that's just not going to help her. That creates anxiety in me. Going on a plane, going to a new city, going to be around a lot of loud things, a lot of things that I know what that does to me. So here's what I'm doing. Here's how I can overcome it. And here's what you can do as well. When you think of that spot, you think of that thing that you got to do, or you think about those things that are causing that bring high anxiety for you, is the anchor thought. And the anchor thought that I am doing for myself is this: when I go to Vegas, I am so excited. And this is what you do. You've got to picture it in your mind. You've got to picture it. What are you excited about? What is it that you're looking forward to? What is it that makes you the happiest? So for me, I'm going to Las Vegas. I've never been to Las Vegas. So how can I get an anchor thought? I bet there's some really good food there. I'm going to try some really good food. That's an anchor thought. And also, I'm going to run in a new place. I love running in new places. That's an anchor thought. What else is I get to meet some really cool people that I look up to in the YouTube space. And we get to sit at a table together and we get to learn from each other. That is like so exciting for me. So you see, when you can do that for yourself, when you think of the things that bring you joy and the things that make you so happy about the situation that you're about to go into, it changes everything. And that is called an anchoring thought. Because when you are so focused on the thing that brings you the anxiety, what it does is your brain just keeps telling you that. It just keeps telling you that over and over and over. And then your body starts to respond. So for me, I would like start sweating and start breathing harder and start to pull back and not want to go and waste money on these plans that I had and cancel and do all this stuff. And so my body just starts to do those things. And then my body starts doing those things. My brain starts thinking we're freaking out and it just starts spinning and spinning and spinning. Well, you can do something that Mel Robbins says all the time is to count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That just engaged your brain. Then you think of the anchor thought of whatever it is you're going into. For me, good food, meeting some great people, networking with some awesome new friends, and running in a whole new place. That's exciting for me. And I totally forgot that I'm not going to be there with Lucy. I totally forgot that big crowds bother me because I just had that anchor thought, and it controls. And it's powerful. It is powerful. So I want you to try that. If you struggle with anxiety in certain moments, I want you to really try that anchoring thought, and it's going to help. Again, if you're like, man, that is so good, and I believe that's going to help somebody today. I really, really do, man. I would love to know, man, that helped me out today. And if you have a question for me, let me know. What question do you have for me? I'd answer any question that you have. I know you're watching. You're on. We got a lot of people on Twitter right now. That is awesome. And we got people on YouTube. Man, let me know what question you have for me. Right here we have the Craftsman says this. He says, moving past the lie that what you deserve is all you should expect, that can be crippling. It has caused me to live small and fearful for a long time. Condemnation has been a warm place for too long. Man, that is strong, Craftsman Podcast. You guys need to go follow the Craftsman Podcast right now, wherever you're watching this, because there's some really good stuff there. And so, man, I want you to know this, my man, is that I know what you're talking about. And I want you to know that the underlying issue is not that, you're fearful. It is actually that maybe you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself. And what I would say back to that, if that is true, or that you don't trust, if those things are true, here's what I would say. Tell me some times in your life that you have actually done something so great that you are proud of yourself for. I would love to help you come up with those things. What are some things that you are proud of yourself for doing in the past? Because I guarantee you're going to find some things. And then when you think of those things, it's going to help you to start to step out or start to take that next step so that you're not being crippled in the things that, man, you really, really want to do. Because, my man, you don't have forever on this planet. And I don't want you to look back and say, what if? Because you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. And I want you to walk in that freedom. So who else out there? What kind of questions do you have today? How can I help you? How can I serve you today? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I go live every single Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you know somebody that you would like me to interview on my live stream, please let me know. I would love to get to know them. I would love to interview them. That would be incredible. Also, I am looking for people, someone who is willing to do a live coaching session with me. If you know anybody that would like to do that, please let me know. I think that that would be super fun. It'll be free. It'll save you a lot of money. It'll be a free live 1 hour coaching session with me. Would love to just kind of share what coaching is. Because what is coaching? Like what exactly do you do as a Christian life coach? That's a great question. That is a great question. Here's what I do. I help people take them from where they are and to where they want to be, and I give them the steps, and I give them the scriptures, and I give them accountability, and I give them hope to be able to do that. Because sometimes people are so stuck where they are because of what has happened to them in their life that they don't really know how to take the steps, and they're not really sure how to get unstuck. They have some ideas, but what you do is you meet with me, and I help you to learn to take those steps. I give you a playbook. I give you all the tools. I give you a group coaching. I give you other people that are doing it alongside you to help you to be able to break free and to be set free in everything that you want to do. And man, that's what I've got to do. It's been incredible in the clients that I've got to work with. People with some deep, dark depression. I've been able to help them through the Lord be set free from that and are completely walking in freedom. I've had people have massive career changes that they were just scared to take that step, and they've met with me for a few months, and now they're hitting that dream career. Man, it's super fun. I absolutely love what I get to do. It is the best, and I'm thankful that the Lord has led me in this direction to do that. So if you would like that, if you'd like some information on that, please go and apply, because I just don't take everybody. I've had a lot of people apply that I've referred to other people, but you can go to nextstepcoach.org. That's my website, and you can check it out and you can apply right there. So yes, man, this was fun. I hope that you, if you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, I'm thankful for you. I hope that you are doing incredible. If I can do anything for you, please let me know, and I would be happy to do that. And I want you right now, I want to encourage you, if you could share this with 2 people, share this video, share this live stream with 2 people, because man, that would help me out a lot. If you could like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome. It's called Michael Head, and a lot of you are already on here. If you could subscribe to it, but I would love for you to share this with somebody, and see how you could help to truly change their life. I hope that you guys have a great day, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, and God bless you.